Good morning, friends and fellow traders. This is Doug Campbell with Right Way Options, and this is the morning market preparation video for July 26, 2018. Well, my goodness, folks, we have quite a day ahead of us. We have lots of things that the market has to respond to today. First, let's deal with what happened yesterday. Beautiful move here yesterday at the end of the day when we learned that an agreement has been reached with the European Union to ease the trade tensions that we've been dealing with, the tariff war that's been going on, and that pushed the Dow right up against this resistance. Now, we've held this 25,000 level very well now at this point, and we look like we're going to attack this new level up here. And you can see the Dow is set right now for just a slightly bullish open this morning. It's growing at the moment as earnings continue to come in, but it's pushing up there just a little bit higher. Yet at the same time, we're going to see some pressure here on the NASDAQ. As you can see, the NASDAQ is gapping substantially lower, essentially wiping out yesterday's move. And that comes on the heels of the Facebook disappointment, Facebook missing on the revenue projections, and worse than that, guiding lower, expecting higher costs, lower profits in the near future. So about $150 billion has been erased. Was erased in just a few minutes after the market closed yesterday on the Facebook earnings report. And Facebook is a heavy weighted company in the NASDAQ. So you can see that that is obviously affecting the index here. Now the question will be, will that sell-off hold? We saw in Netflix a big response back. After that big sell-off in Netflix, we had that big rally back in that. I don't know if that's going to be the case here in Facebook, but we could see some challenges across the tech sector today. If we take a look at the SPY, holding up well, and you can see we're also getting that pullback here in the SPY. So we have this, just a barrage of data really hitting the market. Today, we have more than 320 companies reporting earnings. So just this barrage of data hitting the market, from political to, economic data to earnings data that the market is going to have to chew through. So the plate is pretty full today, and we could see some really fast price action, possibly even, intraday whipsaws, a little bit of confusion in the market. It could be a wild and woolly day, and that's what I'm really prepared for. What I see in the index charts is nothing wrong here. We're certainly bullish here on the SPY. We're still bullish in the Qs. We're bullish in the diamonds. The bulls are in control at the moment, and even IWM, which has shown a little bit of a struggle here, a little bit of a lower high failure here at the top, is actually showing a little bit of bullishness here, holding on to support. So we have a lot of data to crank through. Now let's take a look at the VIX, and this may be a place to kind of keep an eye on today. The VIX is going to show us that fear gauge. Is there fear building into the market after that big miss, that big reduction out of Facebook? It's going to be an interesting it's just going to be an interesting thing to watch. If fear starts creeping in, that could cause some trouble. So I would kind of keep an eye on the VIX. If you want to look another place, take a look at VXX. VXX is also another place where you can look that ETF for those VIX futures on the market. to maybe get a clue if fear is creeping back in on just so much data can certainly create an awful lot of volatility, and that's what we'll be watching for here. Let's take a look at T21.22. T21.22, that 4-week new high, new low ratio. You can see we're still right here, kind of stuck in this middle range, meaning we have plenty of upside potential here, plenty of downside potential in the market. So anything is really possible. And with all this data coming out, I think that's how we need to approach the day. Focused and flexible, because anything is possible today. Let's take a look at the economic calendar. The economic calendar this morning, we have durable goods orders. Those are expected to come in very strong with a bump up this month, big bump up in aircraft sales. But overall, the numbers, the core number is also supposed to show an increase today. International trade, on the other hand, is supposed to show that there is a widening gap, that the gap will widen again here on the international trade. Now, yes, last reading on this, there was a surprise collapse in that international trade goods number, and it's starting to widen back out on this number. Jobless claims are expected to increase just slightly this week, but that labor data continues to show strong labor demand. Almost historic low levels here in jobless claims. So the rest of the day, non-market moving events, nothing to really worry about there. Again, on the earnings front, we just have a huge number of earnings reports coming out today. Over 320 companies were reporting today on the calendar. And they're coming in very fast and furious this morning. So all of that data will be moving this market around significantly. So anything is possible. And even though right now the Dow futures are pointing to about a 50-point move higher, that could certainly change very quickly as this data continues to roll out. So stay focused and flexible today is the best thing I can say. Be very careful not to come into this market with a bias. We want to watch the price action and trade it as it shows us, and be very careful on protecting your capital today. If you're inexperienced, it may be a good day to just stand aside and watch the show from the sidelines rather than risking capital in what could be a very challenging day, even for very experienced traders. Everyone, take care. Have an awesome day. I wish you great profits. And if this is the first time you've seen this information, please do me a favor. Click on that subscribe button on YouTube, follow me button on Facebook, click those thumbs up buttons and drop a comment. And also always feel free to share this video with any friends or family that might benefit from this information. Remember, I do this more as a service. I don't make money from these videos. I have no intention of ever making money from these videos. My intention on this is to help other traders to kind of pay it forward. And I'm not giving you anything about what I think the market will do today, but more what the charts are showing me without a bias going in. Just keep in mind that all trades that you make are your responsibility, and you have to step up to that responsibility as the CEO of your business. And make no mistake, trading is a business just like any other and should be treated as such. There's no room for emotion. There's no room to be setting a bias. You need to make good quality business decisions. And with that mindset, you can be very successful in trading. And I can tell you it's worth it. After 13 years of trading full time, it's definitely one of the best things, one of the best jobs I've ever had. I couldn't endorse it more. I love what I do. Everyone, once again, have an awesome day. Take care of yourselves, and we'll talk to you all very soon, bright and early Friday morning. Take care now.